We got to be looking at you. You over here trying who put cheese in poker and baked beans. So you do. Welcome back to episode 186 MTMJ podcast with Dwight. Yeah, I prefer to start the podcast talking about Gen Z boy. You know, today has been a trial and error day for him. Trial? I said trial. I mean, he's trying something to see if there will be an error. He only know that by trying something new, right? We talked about on episode 4 of Behind the Podcast about me and whether I'll try new things. I knew I should have said that stand up for you. Look, she's so ghetto on the mic too.
What? This was already supposed to be done.
I love this lady next to me. She's so bossy. But look, we talked about it on our latest episode about trying new things and why she believed I wouldn't try new things outside the country.
You saw how he was in Mexico.
Gen Z boy, he will try new things.
That's my foodie.
I also tell you this though, it's actually nothing wrong with putting cheese in baked beans. I just don't know if I would do it. I did it again.
At the wrong time.
I did it again.
Burn, 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 burn.
All right. So we saw the fatal crash last week. I don't know who missed that. Who could have missed that? I just felt like the last 2 weeks the planes just been falling out the sky and then been disappearing. And then what was so crazy about it? Daggone plane, the Black Hawk and the American Airlines jet crashed a day before she was getting ready to leave, and she still took her ass to Jamaica. Hey, she was worried for 2 seconds.
Hey, yo, no.
I did it to you.
No, why the fuck would you put it in my...
Yeah, get that face call. Ooh, amazing. Taste it.
Ooh, disrespectful as shit, dog.
I just blended up our drinks. We love each other.
You didn't love me enough to take a gulp like you did out of this when I first had the first drink.
I love you.
Disrespectful as fuck, dog. I swear.
Why you cussing so much?
I'm not the one to vow to not to curse. That's you, fuck boy.
Oh man, that's messed up. Okay, taste this one. Maybe I got more of what your drink was. Taste it. See if this one is the more.
Fucking respectful.
Because this one tastes just like yours did.
Nah. Mine was more smoothie. This is juice. Don't pour it in. Why would you pour it back in it?
So it won't be juice.
Michael, take that shit. Take it! I don't want it back.
Looks like I'm gonna have a good pod. Look how I just manipulated her out of a drink. Oh no! Please don't. I love you here. Don't leave us.
Please don't go.
No. Don't go. So
yes, I did. I got on the plane and got the fuck up out of
Yeah.
here.
She enjoyed herself though.
And I made it back.
And I'm happy for her. It was stressful though. Going to bed, 2 and 3 in the morning because I was kind of just worrying about her whereabouts. This is probably the most I've ever checked her location.
But you saw my location. I was on the resort. I went in my room.
Every time I saw she was not on that resort, it was always around the time it was time for me to go to sleep. And every night I stayed up until I saw her make it back to that resort. And to her location, got there. And what's so crazy about it, I did that knowing it was nothing I can do in the moment to help her. Because she went to Jamaica without me. I tried to get her to put me on her luggage. I tried to get her to find a way to get me as a stowaway. She didn't want to do none of that. You know what she told me? It's a girl's trip. I said, well, I'll be one of the girls. She said, well, you're not going to want to do that. But then left me here to worry.
With your kids.
Yeah, speaking of that, that ain't what it's chalked up to be. Huh. Y'all can have that single parent lifestyle. What? All the people that's single parents, I'm sorry you decided to do that. What? No one wants to make that decision. That's a ghetto decision. It is a lot. Especially when you got one that don't cooperate with me only.
They gotta be your daughter.
I ain't got to worry about him.
But the plus was she wasn't even here for the weekend.
Right. 2 days. I had her a day and a half. And look, you shaking your head like, you did it? So the next time you say you went somewhere and I wasn't here with the kids for a long time, you better not. I'm gonna bring this up right now.
You wasn't for a long time.
No.
You was at work. You was at work. Was you not? Not on
that Thursday.
And they was at school.
Okay, they got back here.
They weren't with you.
They still came here.
They were with you.
They were here. What are we doing?
I love my kids. Said that's single parent
life. This is all jokes.
That is hilarious.
No, the single parent lifestyle do suck. Not because of my past situation with having to be a single father by myself.
Baby, you can have it. You can have that single father award. I'm gonna let you have it.
That's sarcastic. That's some BS. I'm gonna let
you have it, baby.
Baby. It's not good though. What else we got? Oh, today we found out that that's not on the topic list, but I sent it to you and I thought it was hilarious. What? That's why you white women need to stay away from our black kings.
What?
Talking about Nikki baby. Y'all out here trying to try to be us. Listen.
Is he black? He biracial.
Yeah, he biracial. His mom white, I think. No, I know his mom got to be white because the father is black. But he's more black than white.
If you got black in you, automatically just black. Like it just eliminates the other colors. But I was just asking.
Yeah, but Nikki baby has been out here manipulating the world for the last 10 years, having us trying to pretend to be something that she's not.
I mean,
and now when she's jammed up in a situation, she makes herself public because she claimed that everyone's reaching out to her to let her know her man is with another dude. I mean, with another girl.
Okay.
Girl, it's not everybody. It's the blogs that's reaching out to you to get a quote from you.
She just had a baby, didn't she?
Yes. She's pregnant with another one.
No.
Yes.
The baby is 2 months.
Okay, so she has now a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
By the same dude in the span of 2 years.
Yeah.
And now he just woke up and said, I'm out.
Okay.
Is this a time for me to shame her?
What are you shaming her about?
Nothing. Nothing.
Just a couple of weeks ago, they was all good.
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, but this is what happens when you are in the limelight of being a celebrity. If nobody knew about her, knew about him, nobody would care. This is everyday life for women, like you said, single mom life shit. This is everyday life. What just because he got money does not. Oh, that's the only thing that makes them different from a regular person is their tax bracket. So that's it. I mean, babe, it is what it is. I mean, the relationship was fake to begin with. Her body fake. Everything was just fake. It is what it is. They tried it again with the babies. I mean, sometimes you just... don't work out. It's unfortunate. But I'm quite sure postpartum is going to eat her up bad because of the blog. She needs to get off social media and just focus on her kids.
It's hard to get off of social media when you making posts and then the girl that's talking to your baby daddy
is
now
hard to get off social media when that's a source of your income.
Yeah, she can't do that.
She got her store though. She got like a boutique or something.
Don't they all got boutiques? Everybody that did Love and Hip Hop got a boutique.
She did Basketball Wives.
Damn, she sure remind me of a Love and Hip Hopper.
Yeah, she a Basketball Wife. Friend, whatever.
Man, but look, prayers to the families that lost those victims in that plane crash. I've been seeing a lot of stories, and I saw one amazing one today, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you,
amazing.
Not amazing. It was more so. What's the word I want to use? Yeah, you're right. Amazing is the wrong word.
People often
girl, you corrected me, girl, because that wasn't amazing.
Amazing about none of that. That shit was sad. As fuck. So, you just decide to fly above the helicopter range. Was it on autopilot?
I don't know what it was on. I just don't know how it happened. But listen to this, boo.
I'm gonna try to get through this without crying.
Absolutely
but I just want y'all to know how beautiful of a person Denasia was inside and out.
That is so sweet. I don't want to hear that.
Right? Why do you think folks decide to do that?
That's their part of their grief. How they feel. I mean, again, social media is everyone's new norm.
Okay. I guess you're right. We all share our lives,
but again,
to a degree on social media.
Because apparently her page is not private.
Whoever
that is.
Yeah, this is apparently someone who went through the class with one of the flight attendants on that plane.
So that's a whole nother thing. You know, when you got a private page, it's a lot of stuff that you don't put out there. You do put out there because it's only immediate. When you got a public page, you want people to see stuff. So
I don't know how I would feel as the family member of this person. And then, was it this one? No.
I couldn't find the comments because there's so many comments I'm getting. Someone asked me if I do plan on.
I wish I could see the one, but how proud she wasn't. So she's surprised that her video got so many views and likes. That sucks, right? I don't know if my first.
You excited for views and likes about somebody's death?
Yeah, like that'd be the folks don't even be understanding how insensitive they sound. So it takes like the fact that I was able to see that. Yeah, woo. I'm sorry you feel that way. And then I lost all that. As soon as I scrolled down 5 videos down and looked at another one, and she said, I was like, oh no. I would delete that if I was her. Not the video where she was sobbing in front of the camera, but the video where she just said that. Because that... But there was a report out, right, from that flight where two people who work at the airport was terminated for...
leaking a video?
Yeah. Listen, the public had so many different stories the night of that crash. We was assuming that they pulled 3 people out the water and they had 3 survivors. That story ran for at least 4 hours. Mm-hmm. No, it went longer than 4 hours because it wasn't determined until the next day that there was no survivors. It went from a what do they call it? What's the first thing? Rescue to a recovery mission. And like I'm still trying.
They were saying that they went for the helicopter first because that was more stable and it was bobbing in and out the water versus the plane didn't seem secure enough for the divers and stuff. So yeah, it's all sad. It's unfortunate, and the airport staff that recorded the video and leaked it for a check.
What's going on in this world? It's hard out here though.
What's going on in this world is they needed that money. They all losing jobs. You wake up the next day and just imagine if you're not the type of person to check emails and stuff before going to work, and you get there to find out you're not needed anymore. Like, come on now. And the amount of air traffic control and all that stuff, people that are applying and taking tests for that job, all to say there was only one person working?
Well, later came out that also was a false story. There was 5 people in that tower. Yeah, so you said like, when you get on social media now, you used to could go on social media just because you wanted to go on social media. Mm-hmm. But now, because social media has been highly influenced by news media too, and everyone wants to be a reporter without actually putting out information, it's like, if the algorithms catch on to a story that's populating and on social media, it's going to attach any video, any information it hears, and establishes its own identity, and then it just catches wings. And that's why I thought it was so important for them to keep that, this is a trusted story. Like when you get a report of something, they had the little verify at the bottom. Because nowadays, like, you got people thinking it's a possibility that my loved one might have been pulled out the water, and you sending them into shock even though they was upset, and they thinking they still hope because you was able to pull somebody, and then they find out, no, everyone died. But they was holding on to a story for 12 hours based off of the algorithms manipulating the users. And that's the dangerous part of AI. Because to be sitting in that airport for freaking hours, just holding out hope that your family, the father.
Especially if you just got a text message.
The father, you walking up to that daggone man while he's sitting there staring in the daggone window, and you going to ask him. He said he had just texted his wife, and his wife said they about to land in about 5 minutes. And you say, can we see the text? Why that man grieving? When he just lost his wife. He left his house with dinner on the stove to go pick his wife up from the airport.
Hey,
and he is sitting.
He cut it off though.
Yeah, and he's sitting there waiting. He just holding out hope. And you say, let me see the text. Jokers, man. Listen, Jokers. That sucks.
So they came to the conclusion that they're going to reduce the amount of flights that leave and come and go out of DC.
Well, I feel like it was like that at one point. Things got real busy over there. You couldn't always go to Reagan National because there just wasn't.
It ain't big.
No, it wasn't that it wasn't big. They just didn't have a lot of flights going to places that you wanted to go.
Because it's not that big and it's over there by a base. Of course you're gonna have. You get what I'm saying?
I don't understand that Black Hawk. I'm gonna tell you this now. We've drove past there, and I've seen multiple times, like 1 minute I see that Black Hawk, next minute you don't see it. It just disappears. But every time I've always saw that Black Hawk, I've never seen it that high. Specifically once it gets under Woodrow Wilson Bridge and start going down towards Blue Plains. It's always low. And I'm guessing Woodrow Wilson Bridge is more than 200 feet. So
just the thought of those people looking out the window and seeing
I said that when Kobe Bryant was with his daughter. I said, I wonder when they knew there was no possibility for them to survive. What happens? I mean, we hear the stories.
There's a difference between that and between this.
It just.
They had a malfunction happening when it apparently.
No, it was the weather.
Yeah, but I'm saying a malfunction happened and that warned them. You get what I'm saying? That they couldn't go.
All right, here's the question, the real question. When just thinking, and I know this probably gonna weird people out, but I was thinking about this. When that Black Hawk collided with that plane, is there instant death or is it like people got to the water and then they died?
Listen, so when you get ready to land, they prefer you to open the window shades.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine
seeing that
open
Black
that
Hawk
window shade and it's coming at you? What can you do but scream? And it's already over and done with.
Oh my God, yo. And you know the babies always want the window seat. Let's move on. That sucks. Rest in peace to those families. Condolences. All right, I guess Marcus George was sniffing cocaine in the summer after he got caught by camera on TMZ, and they saw him doing this to his nose. He was doing a little snugger booger while he was sitting at the restaurant, actually in the open like a white person, even though he black. He was doing the snugger booger because that young man or older man was arrested for DUI and resisting arrest and had cocaine in his possession. Yeah, boy. Marcus Jordan is not having a good week, apparently. TMZ reports that Michael Jordan's son was thrown behind bars on Monday after allegedly racking up some serious charges. DUI, cocaine possession, and resisting arrest. Yep. They hit him with the whole trifecta. He was booked into Orange County Jail, and to judge by the mugshot, Marcus is definitely not feeling the vibes. That's their caption. That sounds exciting. Looked like he made bail the next day and was able to get out. My man need to seek some help because once you're a black man on cocaine, your life is about to go downhill, buddy. On to the next topic and more celebrity news. And listen, specifically, let's talk about our thoughts about the Grammys. Our thoughts on the Grammys. What do you believe? Like, what do you think about the possibility of Kanye West being escorted out the Grammys because he took his naked ass wife to the Grammys and thought that was the appropriate place for her to wear that naked ass dress? What do you think about that? Okay.
She has her
Yes.
Do she not have her own mindset? Like, from my understanding, she's supposed to be intelligent.
It didn't seem that way. I felt like she was being held against her will. She did not look comfortable. And what's so crazy about it, I'm not telling her to cover it up because she got some nice titties, right? But I just don't think the Grammys was the place for that. But see, that's the problem when you're dealing with someone with the spectrum and also is a billionaire with the spectrum. You can't tell him no. Nah. You can't tell Kanye West what to do. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know if I wanted my lady to be going. But see, he's also a creator. And one thing I will tell you is, while I believe he does have autism spectrum, he is a marketing genius. Every time this joker over the last few years is about to put music out, he starts making us believe that he is crazy.
My man said my wife is trending more than the Grammys.
Slim, every single time. So listen,
he comes out of nowhere.
Listen, he disappears for months.
He does the real Kendrick. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Listen,
because where the fuck you been at?
And listen, what's so crazy? I ain't seen no podcast at all highlight how he uses his spectrum to manipulate the blogs. Listen, every single time. That's what I'm saying, though.
What?
Just because this is real, I'm noticing a lot of spectrum behavior, and I'm here to let you know about it. Kanye West is a marketing spectrum genius. You can't take nothing from him. Hey, listen, it is G, right? We all know everybody and their mothers is paying attention to the Grammys, right? Pop. Not only are we paying attention to the Grammys, we paying attention to the Grammys because this is the Grammys after LA almost burnt down.
And you got Jay-Z and Beyonce.
And you got all the... first of all, everyone's watching to see if Beyonce is going to win the biggest award at the Grammys.
Mm-hmm. This time.
Why not take this little bit of time to pop out and show niggas? I'm going to pull up with 2 blinged out Mercedes-Benz. I am going to approach Don Lemon and then swerve his behind. And
I
then
might swerve on you.
And then I'm going to tell my baby, I'm going to give it a signal. Show him. Once I tell her you to show him, I'm going to get put out. Or at least I'm going to pass the word to Don Lemon to say they are going to put me out the Grammys.
But they didn't go to the Grammys. They walked the carpet and walked off. They didn't even walk into the Grammys.
Because they wasn't allowed. Is what the rumor was.
I don't even think he actually wanted to go to the Grammys. I think the carpet was...
What you think sound good, though?
I think that he got put out, yeah.
That Spectrum marketing genius. Sonya, Kanye West is a genius. He always... Then after that, look, to take it a step further, a day before that, he has multiple tweets talking about people. I guess he has some harsh things to say about Kamala Harris. And don't quote me. Go check for yourself. I saw it in the news, though. Then after that, he had something to say about Chris Brown. Not negative, but positive. He was like, I told you. Look at him. You got a podcast, so you got to keep up with these things. Kanye West is playing the game, and I ain't mad at him. Next, Janelle Monáe. Girlfriend. Let me tell you. What was she doing?
What she did?
Sonya, you saw the same thing I saw. What was that?
I
felt like Michael Jackson and the person they was honoring with Michael Jackson. I really felt like they should have came up out the grave and strangled that young lady on that stage. She is the prime reason why Trump want to put that executive order out. And I'm being funny I'm being funny.
Oh, okay.
God. Not really.
Yeah, the way you talking, you got serious talk. So
she tried to give a serious performance. Look, oh, that was cute. Hey yo, you ain't see that? How your eyebrow just went up like sexy light. No, it didn't do mine. That's the Spectrum face. It didn't do that. Mm-hmm. No, your face didn't do that. But it was cute though.
All right.
Say thank you.
You're welcome.
Anywho. Yeah, Janelle Monáe, girlfriend. I was actually sitting there hoping you fell off that table. She kept saying, she gonna fall off that table. She gonna fall off the table. And I was like, no, you're not. But in the inside, I was like, boy, I said it. I said, Michael Jackson should trip her ass up and make her fall off that goddamn table. She ought to be ashamed of yourself.
They hate my guy so bad that they will get anybody, when you know that the only person you should get or the only people you should get to do any type of
Chris
Michael
Brown.
Jackson,
every time that happens,
or goddamn Janet, is Sierra and Chris Brown.
Every time that comes up, God, what the hell that shit keep popping up?
Because what he gonna do?
He gonna pop out and show me.
Just like he did, he got him a Grammy. Ooh.
Shit, I hate that he got that Grammy doing the non-viewing portion of the show.
Don't even matter. They ain't want him to take the light from everybody.
All right, so look.
But it's cool.
What's these sympathy awards? Blacks taking the biggest awards. Kendrick Lamar and Beyonce racked up the most.
Mustard was up there being disrespectful. What?
The more important awards. That's one of your
what
observations from the Grammys.
Every time he got up there, Mustard said something of where I'm from or the hood. He was rude.
Now I will say Kendrick Lamar deserved his awards, but do you really believe that the Grammys is trying to be inclusive? Just because they gave Beyonce a country award when really she probably didn't deserve that award. There was somebody else.
All that's going on right now.
Okay.
They had to.
Did you see another one I observed? There were some young tendernettes on the red carpet.
Who?
And they were very disrespectful towards Babyface. They were in the middle of an interview with Babyface, and they saw someone within their age bracket that they wanted to interview more.
Oh, so that crazy looking chick.
Yeah, they
did Raven Simone.
Okay,
to talk to Kendall.
Oh, okay. Is it Babyface's fault that he wanted to be interviewed by them? Should he have stayed in his lane and not wanted to do what possibly his publicists and them thought he should do, trying to reach a new demographic.
He walked up to them?
I guess they probably... I would think so.
No, they walked up just like with Raven Simone. They approached her to do an interview and was doing an interview with her. And once they saw, again, somebody else that seemed probably more popping, but...
Okay, you know more about that than me.
They, just like with her, they saw Kendall...
Babyface is bigger than Raven Simone.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I am.
Is, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. It ain't my interview.
I like that. That shit, that nigga just went gospel gangster on me. You had to do that. I don't give a fuck. Stop making me cuss. What was up with Willow Smith's weird outfit? Why did he have that goddamn house on his head? Is this wasn't the Willow Smith?
Next topic. Because you ain't even say the right person. That was Jaden with the house on his head.
Willow's the girl. Okay.
Next topic.
I'm still gonna talk about what I'm talking about. You're not gonna move my topic on because I
can't talk about shit that
I can see if this wasn't something I do on a regular. Mess people names up. So you ain't gonna stop me from talking. What was that damn thing on his head? You knew who he was, so you saw that stupid shit when he was sitting in the audience. God, I'm cussing more. You saw that stupid stuff on his head. I'm not gonna call it stupid. But I don't think this was an award show for that outfit.
It's the Grammys. It's fashion. That's
no,
what he into.
You do that to MTV Awards.
He did it where he wanted to go. The Grammys.
They should have kicked him out. He should have got kicked
what?
out. Okay. Do you think Will Smith was on that Mary Jane? Hard. Not a little bit, but hard. Do you think he had some of that Cali weed?
Was it
that
weed?
Cali cannabis? Come on, it wasn't coke.
That's what the rich people do.
You said what? Not my Will Smith.
That's what the rich people do.
Listen, he from too close away from here.
Okay.
No, not my Willer. Not my Willie.
Okay.
Pause. Not Will.
Okay.
Will look high.
Okay.
Extremely high.
Okay.
You can agree or no? What you think? You think it really was that cocoa? You think it was that sugar booger?
The booger sugar?
Sugar booger sugar. That's what you think it was?
I think it's whatever he was on when he wanted to.
He looked like he smoked that stuff though. He might have got that Cali pack. Okay, let's move on. Killer Mike suing over 2024 Grammy arrest. They hemmed him up during the Grammy Awards after he won big last year, and now he's suing the security company that was responsible for arresting him and holding him in prison and inconveniencing him. He said he's furthermore suing them because when they went to court, the judge found that he did nothing wrong. Does Killer Mike have a case? Knowing the type of black power man he is, or is this just I saw opportunity, I'm gonna get him? Could an apology or something serve this? Cause couldn't this possibly have just been a misunderstanding?
Nah, you play with my money. You inconvenience me. Pay me.
Okay. There we go.
Time is money.
Oh, I got a lot of observations from the Grammys. The biggest one I think really tops all of it, and this is my last one, and we can move on from the Grammys. Grammys was decent. I'm not...
Oh, no, I was falling asleep.
Oh, no, I got another one. The Weeknd, this is a hard take. He is amazing as a feature. I am not the biggest Weeknd fan as a solo artist. He need to go feature on somebody's music. That performance at the Grammy Awards, y'all in the audience was lying. That was not a good performance. Watching that man sit on my TV and feel like he just humming through his nose the entire performance. It was it's like that. That's what I heard. It wasn't good.
He got a concert.
Okay.
He gonna be on tour, right? Isn't he going on tour?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just no Weeknd is not for me.
No.
All right. What's up with Beyonce and Jay-Z's weird relationship?
What's up with it?
If my wife just won an award, not won one, but won two, I don't know if I'd be just looking to dap her up like she just another chick or somebody that just I didn't really know. I don't. Why? What's up with that public affection? If you married, and they've been married for a while. Is it a business transaction? Are they not together but together for business purposes because they're better they're more wealthy together than apart? That you said it. You said I've always felt. Speak your mind, boo. What did you say in the moment when you saw that little weird transaction, especially after
I
the
didn't watch it.
Baby, you watched it with me because you had an opinion. I said what I said.
Look, I think I said something about what's the damn daughter?
Willow. I mean,
no.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah, I think I said something about her, but I fell asleep. I was over here asleep. I was asleep. I did not see. What I caught was when she won
the second award.
Yeah, and she had the stuck face. She had the stuck face.
No, the stuck face was the first one.
Oh.
That was Country Album of the Year. Yes, that's the album she won.
Well, maybe I didn't see that one. I just saw that when she had the stuck face and Blue made her get up.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I wonder why their affection is like that. Like, I feel like they should want the Grammys to see them kissing.
Why?
Like, that should be just a natural thing. When nothing.
Maybe she don't want to mess up her makeup if he don't want. I mean, but they do.
It was like they just came close, gave a little tap on the back, and went on about their business. He didn't even. You were watching because I said, "Dang, she looked like she was gonna struggle to go up them stairs." And dude reached out for her, and she patted his hand down, and I was like, "Dang, why he ain't go up there?" Because I know he had a hand in that album.
I mean,
if I'm not mistaken, he probably an executive producer.
I mean, he paid for the Grammy.
You what? Come on, we ain't gonna. You think he paid to get her that Grammy, or maybe he made that speech about it needing to be more inclusive? Let's be real. Beyonce has been putting out music all this time, and she never won Album of the Year. And boy, I know last year she should have won Album of the Year. And the way y'all was popping out in the summertime in that heat, sweating y'all waves out at the daggone Beyonce concert with that silver aluminum foil outfits on, the way y'all was popping out and showing these niggas, the Beehive was beehiving. Y'all was buzzing.
But I think more so he wanted it to be about her, not about him. Because, he trying to stay low. Because did he go to court when? Next week? Something like that?
I don't think that's going to affect him at this point.
Ooh?
I think Jay-Z don't put that to rest.
Okay.
I know. I'm trying to be naive here.
And he didn't want to get up there and nobody be trying to slide no questions to him. So let her have her moment.
But they wasn't going to have to slide him no questions. He get up there with her as she accepted. She does the talking.
It's not the same.
I don't think them two compare. Okay. I just think they got a weird-ass relationship that just don't make sense.
Everybody got weird-ass. We got a weird-ass relationship.
We love each other. Them two don't look... Shut up. Them two don't look like they... Thank you. Ha ha, Gen Z. From the sky. High five it. Boop. Gotcha. All right. In more celebrity news, Wendy is granted permission to attend Father's B-Day party in Florida. Yeah. That same trip she was fussing about and whining about when she did that interview with Charlamagne. And as the ink was drying on that paper, permitting her to go to that goddamn birthday party, she is now prohibited from talking to any media until further notice. The reason is for this.
4 in February, and he's up there in age, and I know you want to go to Miami to see him and celebrate his birthday because you don't know how many more there are going to be.
Right, exactly.
I will describe this for y'all. I'm going to pause this real quick. What's his name? Harvey from TMZ. I don't know his first name, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Did an interview with Wendy Williams, right? This man sent a blogger to her rehabilitation building where she stays Wendy crazy ass is at the window with the phone to her ear while the blogger is recording her, and they're doing a live cut-in while he's doing this interview.
While she's in court
While she's inside that building, she is at the window with a phone like she is calling for help, looking crazy.
For you.
It's extremely important. It's extremely important to see
Let's
my
pause
dad.
again. If you guys are trying to help this lady and she isn't losing her mind, how about not do this? Listen, when you can't in one instance, right, say, oh, she is doing fine. She is doing best. She is not crazy. She don't need to be in there with the other crazy people that she say is crazy. But see, that's the problem with them people with the spectrum. They don't even realize it. They don't listen. I told you it's a lot going on. But Wendy Williams, why would you do that? You just got now. Listen, I promise you, behind the scenes, they haven't put it out yet. You ain't going to that birthday party now. If they're gonna stop, listen. If they're gonna stop you from talking to media, why would they let you go to Miami? Why? When they release to you that you're going to Miami, now the media is going to Miami. Now the media is going to Miami. What do you think, babe? You think she...
But they don't know what date it is.
It doesn't matter, babe. Would you do that? Would you have your aunt do that? Your grandma? Your mom?
Do what?
Do the interview from the window like that.
That's her doing what she want to do for the attention to get the help that she thinks she gonna get.
Well, clearly they just blocked that attention. Okay, that's your opinion?
That's just crazy.
Okay, that's what I wanted you to do.
Birthday, and that is a family thing. It's not just a me thing, I would wish that.
I wish she didn't have her
along
hand
with
on
celebrating my dad's 94th birthday, that we as a family, we come together in peace and harmony. That's what I wish for my dad.
Wendy, your dad
like for instance, what if she wrote on that? Here's going to be a little funny. What if she wrote on that window with her finger? She blew, help me.
Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, let's move on. Okay. You're not hearing me now?
No.
Okay, well. So we talked about Wendy. We talked about Ian Beyonce. You got down here niggas for the win. Let's see what these niggas want. Okay. Proud Boys trademark now belongs to the black church. They vandalized. Aha, that is a nigga for the win moment.
Black
I'll take
history,
that.
Baby. Proud Boys can't do shit. They can't put their symbol
on Monday
or nothing
DC
and
Superior
not have
Court
to pay.
ruled on the decision granting the Metropolitan African Metropolitan I don't think I said it right. Episcopal Church control over the Proud Boys trademark. The decision prevents members of the far-right group from selling merchandise bearing its name and symbols without the church's approval. The church also has authorized to pursue any profits the group made from such sales. Listen, and in what world, how do you get those profits? Like, you think they're going to just give them to you? You going to fight for that, and by the time you finish fighting, it ain't going to be worth the fight. Because you're going to spend so much money in court costs. They're going to challenge that. I promise you, them Proud Boys is being funded by Trump in some way, somehow. So I'm not going to say they got infinity money, but they got enough money to go after that black church for any profits you think you're going to get. And by the time they finish chasing you, you're going to break even. So I would not fight that fight.
No, the Proud Boys can't use any... But
here's the thing. The church is also authorized to pursue any profits the group made from such sales. Mm-hmm. So any sales prior to this judgment, they have authorization to go after it. And I pray that they are praying not to go after it.
I don't think they worried about that. Unless it's something that brings in residuals.
They just got out of jail. Those your residuals.
Michael, shut up.
I did it.
It was no.
Okay, protect mommy at all costs.
Yeah, so we had this little baby.
We had a little baby?
No, we didn't have a little baby.
I'm about to say, because you made Gen Z boy look up too.
But over in Michigan, the 10-year-old little girl protects her mom. So her and her mother was doing a routine shop in Walmart, and they purchased a Samsung 75-inch smart TV. As she was approaching the exit, her receipt must have slipped out her pocket or whatever.
Ooh, they tried to stop her.
And yeah, they tried to stop her. It was like she needs a receipt or whatever. So she looked over to the cashier. The cashier, was like, "Oh yeah, she's good. We got her, whatever." But that motherfucker at the front door wasn't going for it. And little do people know, the people at the front, you don't have to show them your receipt.
Yeah, listen, Sonya, don't disrespect the hardworking people who try to stop people from stealing the stores.
No.
It is a hard job, y'all. I will tell you this myself. I made mistakes too being a loss prevention detective. He's considered a store greeter. That's still a form of loss prevention. It is extremely difficult to do it. And I know this is about to be a situation where he probably was in the wrong, but more times than none, they are saving stores and businesses a ton of money. And they go unnoticed because the work that it really takes, the attitudes, the people, and the situations you have to be put in that situation is some of the toughest situations, whether you right or wrong. So I'm just going to let you know before you finish this story, I'm going to always put respect on your name because I know how hard it is and I know how dangerous it is. And that position and that profession does not get enough respect. It is hard when you're dealing with hooker boogers that set their days to just come steal, and you know how it can affect you and the people who work with you on a daily basis. So I know she probably didn't steal something, and I'm probably sure that there's some racism in this story that we ain't gonna see, but still, there's a large percentage of the people that do it the right way and how it's supposed to be done, and we sometimes don't get the credit. Yeah.
Okay, so she realized that her receipt was missing. So her name was Denise. She calmly explained the situation and flagged down the cashier who had just processed her transaction. Although the cashier confirmed that she did pay for the TV, McCaffrey refused to let her leave. McCaffrey is the greeter. Insisted she could not exit without a receipt. Frustrated but determined not to cause a scene, Denise proceeded to her SUV and flagged down the man in the parking lot, asking for help to load the TV into the vehicle. As the man began to help, a police car suddenly pulled up. Officer Lindsay Carter, 28, Ricky, with a reputation of being overly zealous, exited the vehicle with her hand already resting on her holster of her gun. McCaffrey had called the police, claiming Denise had stolen the TV and assaulted him on her way out. So Officer Carter immediately confronted Denise and accusing her, why is it doing this? Of theft and demanding she put her hands behind her head. Denise, caught off guard, tried to explain the situation, that she had paid for the TV and that the cashier had confirmed, but Carter's tone grew increasingly aggressive. The little girl is sitting in the car as she is watching her mom being forced around and unnecessary force being given to her as her arm was grabbed, she was struck in her ribs and forced onto the ground, placing her in a chokehold, and Denise was gasping for air. Aaliyah, who was still in the SUV, watching horror as her mother struggled. Panicking, she remembered the firearm her mother kept in the glove compartment for her protection, a weapon Denise taught her daughter to handle safely. Out of fear and desperation, Aaliyah retrieved the gun, stepped out the SUV, and pointed it at Officer Carter, screaming for her to stop. When Carter turned toward Aaliyah and appeared to be reaching for her weapon, Aaliyah fired a single precise shot, striking the officer in the eye. She collapsed and died. Aaliyah immediately dropped the gun and rushed to help her mother. Once Denise regained consciousness, moments later, as the other officers arrived, both she and Aaliyah was taken into custody. However, through investigation, Denise was cleared of any wrongdoing. The lost receipt was recovered, and security footage confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV and had not assaulted the greeter. The footage also revealed the officer caught her excessive use of force, which had escalated the situation unnecessarily. Aaliyah's actions were deemed justifiable as she acted in the defense of her mother.
I ain't taking back what I said.
No, I didn't say you had to take back what you said.
I still left him within that percentage that don't always do it the right way. And clearly he didn't. And look, shout out to that baby girl who knew my mommy was in danger, trying to kick ass and take names later. Right? Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at that little baby.
But it's the crazy thing that...
What I will hate, though, what I hate to think, though, is how that's going to affect that young lady years down the line knowing she killed somebody.
Yeah. But so, I guess it was them with my mommy.
Yeah, that's
it was them with my mother. And she did what she had to do. But it's just so many times and issues where it doesn't turn out to be that person can be saved. You get what I'm saying? It's so many times that, you know, you can't say wrong place, wrong time. You know, just the mistaken identity or words have big power when you are the opposite race. And yeah, it's unfortunate that officer, a rookie, lost her life.
It's not unfortunate. That needs to happen. Unfortunately, sometimes these are the results of not preparing your officers to be the best that the job calls for them to be, and not what they want to be. Right, and if those are the type of actions that has to happen, then unfortunately, so be it. I'm not calling for no officers to be just shot just to be shot, but it's people out here that's going through real life situations, and sometimes the police isn't there to act in their best interest. Yeah. So we're gonna end with this: prisoner beat to death by correctional officers ruled a homicide. Remember we talked about...
How you gonna skip my shit telling you gonna leave with something and you done sat and did your whole raggedy ass Grammy rant?
Oh, I'm sorry. I love
my reality TV, but Love and Marriage Huntsville is really trying it, because I have never seen so many times on no reality show that I've watched where the opposite sex of a spouse can keep confronting each other. Like, why is Mel always confronting somebody else's husband about shit? Like, and why are the wives allowing them to go and have these meetups and not be there? Like, what the fuck? And then you get the conversation after the fact. So yeah, you know, I met up with Mel. Oh, how did that go? No, I know how the fuck that go. Why is this a thing? Like, how would you feel if I had, or somebody else's dude always approach me to have a conversation without you?
That don't make sense to me. I don't know. I just had that conversation about a situation. What was it? Oh, my sister situation. Like...
Oh, yeah, that. But I'm just saying, like, constantly. There is always a time where she is meeting up with somebody's man to have a conversation.
I don't think...
Or be able to approach them.
But no, remember I said in the moment when we saw that scene how weird I thought that was. Like, and I tried to shoot her some bail. I was like, well, maybe she already let his wife know that they was gonna do it, and you said so. Still, she shouldn't still be feeling empowered to do that consistently. But that probably explains why she's always surrounded around dysfunction. Then, is this the same one who hosted that? Oh, you did that odd thing again. God damn, I love it. I can't even tell you what it is, but look, it's like
it's like the fuck out of me.
It's like.
Okay, is that the one that hosted what?
That panel where everybody came and dude came acting a fool, and and he was talking to her, talking about he was trying to hook up with her, and dude said, "That's not what you told me." Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was her, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's that's why she be going through what she be. But
the biggest thing is she has, now that she had left her ex and have made her name for herself, whatever. But I really feel like, and it sucks to say it like this, but it gives off, if it wasn't for this show, she'll still be with her ex, even though he cheated and had another child and all this stuff. She'd still be with him.
That's why I couldn't wait to see the next episode, because the next episode had him back on the show and he was in his house with his therapist.
He's always on the show. They just separate.
I didn't see him in that episode, is what I'm saying.
No, because she doesn't invite him to nothing. If she do, no.
But the other husbands are still his friend though.
Yeah, and now she's putting herself in a situation where it's like, if you're gonna be friends with him, basically, she don't want nothing to do with you, but that means you ain't gonna have nobody. Like, what's your purpose on the show? Because y'all all came in as friends. All of y'all. Y'all all came in as a group to build a black community up.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing it. And if I was going to do it, I would personally invite my wife.
But that's my thing, like, what? And then dang on...
Because I feel funny, I would invite my wife without you knowing, and just let her pop up. I would influence my wife.
You got boogers.
Oh, I don't. I would influence my wife to step up and cut this in the bud, nip this in the bud, stop this from happening, because you're gonna potentially catch my wife on a bad day and jam me up.
Not influence your wife.
Yeah, I would influence you to just.
You wouldn't influence me, shit, because you wouldn't be going. Yeah, that'd be enough. We go. Sure.
No, we ain't going, because I ain't going. I'm never going to put myself in this situation anyway. Like, what? Whatever conversation they could have had when we were together.
Mel is what helped the show start, but...
Mel was going to tank the show, too, if she don't get her act together.
The way that she going around with the mean girl shit and stuff like that. Yeah, and Trisha and Ken, that whole situation, baby. If she wanted to be divorced, she would have been divorced his ass. I don't think she wanted to divorce him, even though she got a whole new dude. Shit is crazy. These shows.
These your shows. You watch all together once.
I know.
So.
But it's just, ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm not saying it ain't no way, but I'm okay. But I'm just, ooh, you heard that?
The fuck was that?
My thumb. That thing was egregious.
It's popping like that. You talking about putting it in my butt? Absolutely not. You want to break your ligaments? Yeah,
you forgot he was here? I don't know if I want to be sitting on the other side of my mother telling my dad he want to put his phone in, put his thumb in my butt.
You about to go in more though. You trying to get his attention. He's ignoring it. Let him be great.
I can go to this last topic.
Go ahead.
All right. I said it already. But look, there's some news that I didn't know at the time. Mm-hmm. I would also say one of the prisoner family member reached out to me and was kind of explaining a little bit more in detail how bad that jail is.
Oh, one of the prisoners in that jail.
Yeah.
Not the prisoner.
Yeah. One of their family members reached out to me and was kind of explaining to me how terrible that prison is and the corruption that is influenced throughout that jail. It might explains why the AG got away from that so quick and reassigned it so it wouldn't be no
investigation.
No, so it wouldn't be no, what she call it? No gray areas. That's why she passed the investigation into it. Anyway, the report issued by the county medical examiner's office last week concluded that the cause of Robert Brooks' death in December was compression of the neck and multiple blunt impact injuries. The manner of the death was determined to be a homicide, according to the attorneys. They talk about the body cameras. It shows for about 10 minutes while he was in handcuffs at a medical examination table in Mercy Correctional Facility on December 9th. It says one officer used a shoe to strike Brooks in the stomach. Another yanks him up by his neck and drops him back on the table. Brooks was pronounced dead the next day and the next morning. The family's attorney said, I think what this does is rule out any argument that there was some other cause of death other than what we saw in the video. But now I'm going to get to the information I didn't know at the time. They talk about here where I was telling you about the Attorney General assigning the case to our attorney, William Fitzpatrick, as a special prosecutor. So more than a dozen correctional officers and 2 nurses were suspended without pay, and 1 officer quit. What Brooks' son is looking for, he said he what the hell has sued the people implicated. So he's suing the people that was implicated in the attack, as well as the head of upstate facilities and the commissioner of State Department of Corrections and Community Services. So he's suing basically everybody. And that's good, because that story, and this came out 2 days ago, so it's fresh. We saw the video. Y'all saw the video. We talked about it. We posted it. You saw it on our socials. You saw what those guys was doing. And I could see if dude was not in handcuffs and he can defend himself, he probably still would have lost. But the fact that you had him in handcuffs and you was abusing him and he had no chance to save his own self.
Or protect himself. Because
say, for instance, there's 10 of y'all in there, he had beat all y'all behinds. Then what? Right? That wouldn't look good.
Man. But even in this situation, if he went in handcuffs and he took 1 or 2 of them down, a lot of them would have backed off.
Yeah.
Because normally, if somebody trying to jump you, once you get to that motherfucker that keep running their mouth, the ringleader and shit,
I'll tell you what we do know. A lot of people
back off.
That one person that quit was the person who had his body camera on.
Yeah.
So, he might be called as a witness and not being charged with the actual crimes. And there's still no saying that probably in the past, before that video was leaked, that he wasn't a part of it. But he also could have been bullied into being a part of it. You know? But, yeah, that sucks.
But hopefully I don't order there's some kind of justice comes with this raggedy ass shit we dealing with now. Because that's going to be a drawn out. All
right.
Even though it's clear what happened.
Yeah. So if you don't got nothing, I don't got nothing.
Until
episode 186, MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. Make sure you subscribe, rate, comment, share, like. Check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/MTMJ Podcast with the Wife. Make sure you rate and review, listen, comment, share, like, all that good stuff. And we're out. Peace.